my name is Adam Sines. I'm here today to do my persuasive speech for Communications 265 with Krista Coswell, Section 15. I think I stated already, my name is Adam Sines. I'm here today to do my speech on why we should wear motorcycle gear. I myself ride a motorcycle every day, rain or shine. I'm on my motorcycle. I'm going up and down busy streets every day. It's really dangerous. The biggest thing about riding a motorcycle is it's not so much the rider that is the problem, it's the other people around them. You don't really get seen very well on a motorcycle. Other drivers tend to not really notice you. You're really tiny, you're confined, you're in a little space about almost maybe double your width once you're actually sitting on the bike. So it's really hard to see you, really hard to hear if you don't have an aftermarket exhaust. That's getting a little bit besides the point. We're here today hopefully so I can convince you that wearing motorcycle gear is the right way to ride a motorcycle when you're out riding. I'll go ahead and start off by giving a little story about myself. I've had experience with going down on a motorcycle. It doesn't feel good, it hurts really bad. It was, September 16th of 2009. I had just gotten my first motorcycle. I'd maybe been riding for about a month and a half. I remember the day perfect. It was my sister's birthday, September 16th. I went over to the local motorcycle shop, got her a birthday present, took it back to her work, left it at her work. It was weird. Usually I always meet her there at work. Unfortunately, this time she wasn't at her office. I went ahead and left her birthday present on her desk. I left her office and was on my way home. I ended up going down on my motorcycle. It was just me by myself. It was complete rider error. Nobody else cut me off. Nobody almost hit me. It was completely me by myself on an open country road. It just goes to show that there doesn't have to be multiple drivers in order for you to get hit or for you to go down on a motorcycle. Excuse me. I was going on my way home. I got the wobbles out from the front wheel. I took a spill at about 35, 40 miles an hour. More than enough speed to take all your skin off, down to the bone. When I first went down, I went head first, hit my chin, went down, hit my chest, bruised my chest, scraped all my skin off on my elbow. I really doubt you can see. I have a huge scar right here on my elbow where the skin stretched out and slid down to the bone. Also here on my hip, you can't see it, but I have a scar on my hip that's about the size of almost a baseball from sliding on my side. They gave me some good road rash here. I also have scars on the back of my arm from road rash. If I would have been wearing a jacket that day, I wouldn't have been, I don't believe I would have had so much damage on my upper torso. I was a firm believer of wearing riding gear no matter what, whether it's hot or cold. That particular day I decided, it was the first day since I had my motorcycle that I decided not to wear my jacket. And it was the first day I went down, so don't ever think just because it's your first time it's not going to happen. It happens. I had to go through the doctor bills, doctor things, everything to get everything all fixed up. Once again, besides the point, now I'm going to try to get into, if I would have had all the proper gear on that I needed, what would have happened, what might have been my outcome, would there have been as much damage? So I'll go ahead and start my PowerPoint slide of types of motorcycle gear. There's different types of protection. There's boots. Main parts of protection would be your boots, your pants, gloves, and your upper body gear, which is your upper torso and your head. Your boots, what they do for you, they keep your feet and toes warm in the winter. And they also make sure your ankle is covered. That day that I went down, I had regular tennis shoes on, Nikes, and I did not have protection over my ankle, my heel bone, or the little ball bone that's right there on your ankle. And if I would have slid on that, I've heard it's one of the worst parts to slide on. I'll get to that later. There's riding pants. Many types of pants are available. Jeans works just fine. If you don't want to get the Kevlar reinforced riding pants, get jeans, they work. They also have Kevlar reinforced hips and knees, so that if you end up sliding on that portion of your hips or your knees, it takes the brunt of it. Gloves, good winter gloves made out of leather, non-vented, good to keep your hands warm. You don't want cold hands while you're riding. It doesn't give you very good control. A nice set of breathable mesh material for the summer. Upper body, you really want to have a jacket, at the least a vest, something to protect your spine. Leather in the winter, mesh or textile in the summer to keep cool. Types of helmet or other types of protection are helmets. You have full face, half face, and another type of helmet called brain bucket. It kind of just covers up the top. It's not really much protection. We'll get to that in a little bit as well. There's also lots of other types of gear. Boots. We'll start from the bottom of your body. Boots, they support the ankle. If they support the ankle, it's good. If you go down in the slide, I heard one of the worst parts to slide on is your ankle. Luckily, when I had my shoes on, I didn't even have them tied. Somehow I ended up not losing them. They stayed on my feet. Thank God. I don't know what would have happened if I lost my shoes. It probably would have slid on my feet a little bit. It would have hurt pretty bad. There's not much skin to lose around your feet, so protect your ankles. It helps. Regular tennis shoes, they protect. If you don't want to wear boots, if you're not a boot person, wear tennis shoes, leather tennis shoes. Some protection's better than other. Don't wear flip-flops. I mean, you see a lot of guys wearing flip-flops out there. You go down with flip-flops, you're probably going to turn your feet into ground meat. So definitely wear some good protection on your feet. Leg protection. A lot of people don't really think your legs take much of the damage when you go down in the fall. They do. They take a lot of the damage. They kind of just flail around behind you as you're falling and tumbling. There's different kinds of riding pants that you can get. There's Kevlar reinforced riding pants that are reinforced in the hips and in the knees that help you slide on the ground, or don't help you slide, but compared to if you just slid on jeans, which would more than likely shred through in about 0.2 of a second, you might be able to slide on those reinforced jeans for about 5 seconds. 5 seconds compared to 0.2 of a second, big difference. If it's going to hold up while you're sliding, it's better. It lets you slow down, and it doesn't wear down your skin. It wears down the material on your clothing. Some pants that you get, they will have an attachable zipper so that you can attach to your jacket. Kind of makes it like into a one-piece, so that it's one-piece suit, holds you together. It's really nice and tight. As you're sliding, if you're tumbling, it's like it holds you. It's like a glove for your body, holds you together. Gloves. Gloves are very important. I would say gloves are one of the most important things other than the helmet. They protect your hands from the elements, heat and cold, which can make it. In the summer, not so much. It's nice to have nice ventilated gloves in the summer. It's to keep them nice and cool. In the winter, you want something warm that's going to keep them warm. You don't want your hands nice, or you don't want them really cold because then it's hard to control throttle. Just hold on to the bike in general. Like the feet, the hands have lots of intricate bones, and they're easy to smash, easy to break. Gloves kind of hold your hands together, kind of make it a little bit more solid. There's leather gloves, textile gloves, mesh gloves, gauntlet gloves that cover your wrist. Those are really nice. They cover all the way up to about a few inches past your wrist, which protects your wrist bone and everything that's right there in case you slide on that. There's a couple pictures in the PowerPoints. I'm sorry, I haven't been pointing those out. Upper body, you want to wear a jacket. I would advise a jacket. I know it's hard to wear a jacket in the summer, but it protects you. I have scars to show that when you don't wear a jacket, it causes damage. If I would have had my jacket on that day, I can guarantee you it was a very nice textile jacket. It was vented. It was hot to ride with it, but I mean, it would have helped if I had it on. My elbows wouldn't have been scraped up. Maybe my hip would have been protected a little bit better. Definitely. I want to go back actually to the last slide, the glove slide. When you go down in a wreck, when you go down in anything in general, the first thing that you go to is your hands to stop yourself and brace yourself from falling. So gloves can really make a difference when you're going down. It's the first thing that you want to help stop yourself. After that, I would say that it's your elbows that you try to go down on. But your hands will get beat up when you go down in a wreck, just because the main fact that They're your main support to stop yourself from hitting the ground hard. Very important gloves. Back to the jacket, sorry. You have regular jackets, leather jackets, textile that are more breathable. You have leather vented jackets as well, they don't work as well in the summer. You have plastic vests, also you have leather vests, textile vests as well. Those are more to protect the spine. If you can see here in the front a little bit, it protects your chest if you're sliding, but mostly for your spine. You don't have much skin, and your spine is very important to your body, so you want to protect it. Excuse me. Helmets. Three main types of helmets. There's a full face that goes over your whole head, protects everything. If I didn't have my helmet on the day that I went in a wreck, first thing I did was hit the ground, hit my hands first. Second thing I hit was my face, around my chin. I think it would have, my chin would have been a lot worse, in a lot worse shape. If you're still not convinced about why you should wear motorcycle gear, in 2008, 5,290 people died in motorcycle accidents across the country, the highest number ever recorded. The NHTSA estimates 1,829 bikers were saved by their motorcycle helmets in 2008, and that almost 1,000 more could have been saved if they had worn helmets. 59% of the bikers killed in 2008 were not wearing their helmets. Approximately 80% of motorcycle accidents result in personal injury or death. Car accidents only 20%. In 73% of all motorcycle accidents, the rider is not using any eye protection, safety goggles, anything to cover his eyes, and diminished vision resulting from wind delays, critical reaction time, or danger. It causes lots of problems when you don't have eye protection. If I have a helmet, it covers everything, good big visor, good line of sight. If you don't have it, it's hard to, your eyes get watery, they get dry, it's harder to see at night, it's just more difficult. This concludes my presentation. Other than that, I really would like to just make it a point that you really need to wear motorcycle gear when you ride. Just from experience, just from how I know how it feels, you don't really know until it happens, and it's not if you're going to go down, it's when you go down on a motorcycle. If most motorcycle riders you talk to, they have been down on a motorcycle, it hurts, it doesn't feel good. They would advise you to wear gear. If anything, helmet and gloves. Helmet and gloves and shoes. Protect your main parts of your body you need. Your head, your hands, and your feet. You can lose skin on most of your other parts of your body. I wouldn't advise it. It doesn't feel good, but it is possible. And just protect your main parts of your body. Thank you.